in the show. First up, the U.S. is not Iran, thank God. So why is the Biden administration trying to censor Americans? The White House not too thrilled with Twitter's new owner, Elon Musk. Oh, who cares what you think about Elon? Go take a nap. Big brother Biden is used to colluding with social media giants to censor Americans and censor the tech companies, so Americans can't see what the White House deems to be misinformation. Luckily, Elon is trying to do the opposite with Twitter by sticking to his free speech principles. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre now warning the White House is keeping a close eye on the app. Watch.
This is something that we're certainly keeping an eye on. And look, we have always been very clear. And that when it comes to social media platforms, it is their responsibility to make sure that when it comes to misinformation, when it comes to the hate that we're seeing, that they take action, that they continue to take action. Again, we're all keeping a close eye on this.
Ooh, close eye, huh? Are they really worried about misinformation or what Musk could expose? Yesterday, the billionaire tweeted out, quote, the Twitter files on free speech suppression, soon to be published on Twitter itself. The public deserves to know what really happened. He also said, quote, this is a battle for the future of civilization. If free speech is lost, even in America, tyranny is all that lies ahead. Will free speech prevail? Let's get into it with tonight's party panel. We've got the host of Versus Media. It's a podcast that you must engage in immediately. And he's a contributing editor at The Spectator USA, Stephen L. Miller. Hallelujah. Black leather. We've also got Democrat pollster and author, our good friend Douglas Schoen is back. And there she is, editor-in-chief at Reason.com and Reason Magazine. It is the Webathon week there at Reason. Catherine Mangu Ward is the reason why you should go there immediately and check it out. Welcome, everyone, and thank you. I will start with you, Stephen. How important is it? Hi, there I am. Stephen, where are you? Come back to me. There you are, kitten. How important is it for Twitter users to have access to the Twitter files?
I think it's an imperative that, at least when it comes to, I don't think we need to know the story behind every single banned account, but I do think there needs to be transparency when it comes to people banned over, say, COVID misinformation that has now turned out to be true. Certainly, I think there needs to be 100% transparency on what happened with the New York Post story, who that involved at Twitter, how that decision was made, which journalists influenced, got on the horn and said, you need to stop this story from spreading. And I don't think that that is related to the outcome of the 2020 election. I think it's absolutely imperative, strictly because of transparency, and I think that people have to be named, and I think we have to see exactly what was going on behind those walls.
Yeah, especially if it is going to change, Doug. Do you share that urgency that if there were, in fact, algorithms in place to silence certain accounts and to shadow ban, so even when accounts were still active, were tweeting things out, followers could not see those tweets, could not access that information? Do you share Stephen's urgency that that is paramount to show the world in order to restore trust?
I'm a Democrat, but an old school Democrat who believes in free and robust debate. And look, there's some speech, hate speech, and that which incites violence, terrorism, and the like. I can understand, well, we want to ban it and keep it off. But the key word you used, Kennedy, is transparency. And I think we need to know. I think Stephen is right. I thought the way he put it was exactly right. And I think our democracy depends on it.
All right, Alyssa Milano, Catherine, said that she was going to sell her Tesla and get a Hitlermobile. She was going to get right into a Volkswagen for the sake of being completely consistent. Why is it that where we're at, obviously Twitter is in flux. Elon's Twitter doesn't know exactly what it wants to be. It has really good intentions, but why is it making people so angry and crazy?
That is a great question. I do think that there's something about billionaires that drives people insane, and Musk may be first among them. Listen, I want to love that man. I think Tesla is incredible. I think SpaceX is even more incredible. I don't think he's quite doing things right at Twitter, and here's why. I don't think Twitter owes anyone transparency. I do think that our politicians owe us transparency. To me, what I want to know about is what pressure was put on Twitter by the White House, by other lawmakers. That is where, if there was a crime, if there was malfeasance, that's where it is. Twitter can ban anybody they want. I might not agree, but that's well within their rights. What isn't okay is a quiet campaign to suppress the free speech rights of companies and their users, which the White House has all but said that it has been doing.
And you're absolutely right about that. And I would like to know if there was any sort of collusion with the White House or with other government agencies over banning the New York Post and disabling their account so people couldn't retweet and share stories about Hunter Biden's laptop. You know, did then former Vice President, future President Biden have his hand on the scale in any sense? But you're absolutely right. And, you know, it's not the marketplace that we have to fear. It's not that they're dum-dums saying dumb things in the ether. It is that these massive companies run by very rich people are colluding with a government that is way too powerful and way too intrusive and way too big. And if they are working together, then yes, we are in very, very deep yogurt. If Elon Musk can shed some light on that, and scare the bejesus into people at Google, Facebook, and Apple, I am fine with that as well.